Okay, good day, everyone. Our topic for today is the position fixing, no? Position fixing. Okay, so under position fixing, what is the fix? No? A fix is the common intersection of two or more lines of the position obtained from simultaneous observation, not dependent upon any former. In normal practice, a fix is the most probable position derived from two or more intersecting lines of position obtained from observation made at nearly the same time and advanced or retired to a common time. Example of types of fixes are a fix by two or more bearing lines, a fix by one or more distances, a fix by a range and a distance, a fix by distance and bearing of a single object. So, meaning all fixes can be obtained having a two line of position on different aspect or types of positioning or line of positioning. Okay, we have an example on our presentation. Here, there are two main source of the line of position. One is the bearing and another one is range. Vessel is on course in a southeast quadrant, no? So as you can see, the intersection of two line of position will be called as fixed position. Okay, so next, to plot the position by visual bearing of two objects, take the bearing of the object simultaneously. Draw the bearing of this object on the charts, the point where these two bearing position line intersect will be the ship's position. So, ibig sabihin, if you take two bearing simultaneously, no, uh, even in magnetic compass, using magnetic compass, you apply the correction, which is the compass to true, no? In gyro compass, you can apply the gyro error, no? That's the thing you have to do before applying the position or line of position. Okay. In this figure, all methods rely on the intersection of lines, surfaces, in which the sort of position has to be. No? This one is a plotting position by straight line. No? Now that you have a trouble, there is a two angle bearing two objects with known gives two straight lines of position location. You can use compass, radio direction finder, or radar range, or with an angle reading. Then radio positioning either from ship to two beacons or from two land station to ship emergency location. So if you have two reference point, the intersection will be your fixed position. Okay, on this example, plotting ship position by bearings in the chart, as you can see, there are three bearings reference, no? The 283 coming from the reference point or the terrestrial land, no? 3 to 3 degrees true, and the northerly or north 000 degrees true. So as you can see, the triangle on the intersecting lines of three line of position. In the middle is your location or your fixed position. Chartlets not to be used for navigation. No, this one. Okay. Okay, these are the instrument used in plotting position in the chart. We have the parallel, the triangle, and the other one, no, the other equipment or tools to use. Okay, cocked hat, no? What is cocked hat? Ship's position. Cocked hat is a hat with the brim turned up to form two or three points, a bicorn or tricorn, nautical. The triangular space formed by the intersection of the position lines on a chart determines by plotting three bearing the approximate position of the ship. Okay, so the cocked hat is the triangle formed by three line of position. So the middle area or the point of the triangle in the middle is called cocked hat. That is your probable position during taking a three line of position or bearing. This one is an example of ship's position by ranges, no? If you take ranges from any point in a land, if you have two ranges used, like for example, a reference point coming from Nab, which is 785 nautical mile, and from Boniface is 3.1 nautical mile, the intersection of two arc ranges will be your position. Okay, that is for the ranges. Loran is a wave, no, coming from the frequency wave that used before to take a position, no. Using the hyperbola, no, there is already a charted frequency arc on the chart where when you are uh, using this equipment, no, it will give you information, it will give you distance, and you can plot your position through given frequency wave, no. Okay, so this is the Loran. Now, moving on, transit bearing. What is transit bearing? When two charted objects come into line, they are said to be in transit. It has already been shown how a transit can be used to check the compass error, no? A transit can also be used to obtain a fix in a conjunction with another position line such as reins, or be used to obtain a fix in conjunction with another position line such as a reins, or even a sounding without a use of the compass. So here is the example of transit bearing with radar reins, no? So this is your location using two line of position which is used by two reference point which is aligned to this island, no? When you transit or passing this area and you have the distance given, then you can make also this method to obtain a fixed position using transit bearing from two reference point and a combination with a radar range. Okay, so this one method also used in terrestrial navigation. In addition, transit with sounding, no? Transit with sounding. How this transit with sounding works? Of course, same. You are transiting from the area where two lines of position can be obtained in order to take your position. Okay, using this North Rifles Island and this East Rifles Island was used to be our reference point when we transit on this area, and using the contour, no, the contour or the depth of the water, no, where the depth or sounding of our charted depth were used to be the one of the reference point. So sounding of the certain areas below sea level and the bearing, no, or transit bearing. So again, we have two reference point where we can obtain a fixed position. Okay. Furthermore, combine of bearing and distance on ship's position. When only one suitable object is available, the position may be fixed with a single bearing of that object combined with its range. No? Parang same din lang ng sounding and transit bearing. No? Although the range will usually be measured by radar, it is still preferable to obtain the bearing visually, no? Using your magnetic compass or your gyro compass repeater or the center repeater can be used, no? The bearing can usually be taken more accurately by visual mean, no? Using your compass. Okay, now that we will use on this presentation a simultaneous bearing of two objects. So our point A is skip joints where we use the point A as our first reference point, and again the point B, radio tower, where we also use in obtaining point C, no? So probably your position will be on the middle, or we call it a cock hat, no? Okay, moving on. These are the chart plotting symbols, no? Chart plotting symbols. These symbols must be used when different method or techniques you implemented to take a particular fixed position. When you use dead reckoning, no, this symbol must be used, no, a stroke line, no. Then, if you use an estimated position where you apply your set and drift, this symbol must be used, the triangle one. And if a fixed a known position or a GPS position or fixed known of a position, the circle in the middle will be your position. Now, if you fix a position coming from an electronic means, such as radar or GPS, can use this symbol having a square symbol. Okay, moving on. Course steered. When we use course steered, this symbol must be used. Okay. When line with a course made good, you will have two arrows. When current or set or the direction of the set being used in a chart, the symbol 3 arrows will be used. Position line. No, when we are taking a position line coming from any reference point, position lines should be marked with one arrow, no? And if you transfer a position line, you can use double arrow at edge or at the point end of a line. Okay, those are the symbols used in plotting chart plotting. Okay, now running fix. Running fix is a position determined by crossing lines of position obtained at different times and advanced or retired to a common line. Okay, here is the meaning, no? The use of advanced line of position, make sure to use only the corresponding dead reckoning position, no? Also, don't use the estimated position for advancing the first line of position. Is a position determined by crossing lines of position, obtained at different times, and advanced or retired to a common time. The position obtained is determined a term a running fix because the ship has run on a certain distance during the time interval between two line of position. So there is a run, remember. That's why the term running fix came from the root word run, no? Yung run. Okay, here is an example. There is an reference point from there. We have the dead reckoning position at 1420. No? Now, we take a first bearing coming from a reference point 1420 with a bearing of 038 degrees and draw from your fixed reference line towards your course line. No? And after that, after a couple of minutes, after 30 minutes, you will take another, a line of position where the green one is the second line of position bearing 351 degrees through. Now, in order to take the running fixed position, you have to transfer your first line of position towards the direction of your course. Then, draw a line from a tip of the parallel of the reference point towards the second bearing. The intersection between the second bearing and to the transferred line position, your first line of position, will be your running fix. No? That is the position running fix at 1450. So as you can see, you are already close to the shallow water. No? Okay, that is a running fix. How the running fix position obtained. Okay, so this is your assessment for the next incoming discussion meeting. No, you have to uh, execute this exercise, and we will check where is the running fix position. Okay, gentlemen, cadets, thank you for listening, and see you next meeting.